Thank you all very, very much. Thank you all. Thank you all immensely for coming to Washington today. This is a group of patriots. You are patriots. Cheer yourselves here. There's no more patriotic act than to defend the Constitution of the United States. And for the ACLU and others to gather here on this very warm June day to say to America, to say to the Congress, to say to all who will listen, there are many issues before us, but none more important than defending the rights of each and every individual American and those who live on our shores to know that the Constitution is there permanently for them, and we will defend and do everything we can to protect it. I carry every day my copy of the Constitution of the United States. Carry your Constitution with you. We urge you in the coming hours here as you travel these halls to talk to members of Congress. This is not a question that ought to be divided based on political ideology. Every single American ought to understand the danger of walking away from habeas corpus, of having this nation resort to torture to solicit information, or walk away from the Geneva Convention. It's why I introduced the Restoration of Constitution Act. It's why when I was asked back in New Hampshire in that debate, what is the first thing I would do if elected President of the United States? I'd restore the Constitution. That's what I would do. It's the first thing we ought to be doing in this country. I want to thank the 12,000 people in this country who've become citizen co-sponsors of the Restoration of the Constitution Act. Over these coming weeks, we're going to ask our colleagues to vote and support legislation to restore habeas corpus, to get rid of torture as a means of soliciting information, and to get back to endorsing the Geneva Conventions. That's what the United States ought to be doing. That's why we're gathered here today. So I thank all of you for coming down to be a part of this. You're an inspiration. You're an inspiration to all of us here about the importance of this issue. And so we take your message to heart. We'll do everything possible to restore these acts and to see to it that America gets back on its feet again. That's the strength of our country. Thank you all, everybody, for coming. Legislation to restore...